Are you asking the question, who am I? Struggling with low self-esteem because of emotional abuse from your partner, friends, and others? Don't allow anyone to body shame you. I want you to know that you are
a beautiful woman. You're thick, you have wonderful skin, you are just a perfect example of a beautiful African woman.
Baby, I don't feel comfortable the way you look at Toke.
IG, you see that body she has? That's what I want on you. Do you understand?
Comparison leads to distortion, where you see a person through the wrong lens. Most of the time, continuous comparison eventually breaks relationship, and you might never regain that relationship. Don't ever compare your partner with another, your children with others, or yourself with others, because it can break you as well.
Is my woman, and I can't move on.
When someone breaks your heart, it's not your life that is broken. You can get yourself back together and start afresh. Trying to get even with your ex will land you in trouble. Just move on. There are better.
The Babysitters is the movie of the week. This movie had few casts, but it's amazing, and you almost forget we only had 3 main casts. Okay, Frank and Stella had always had this hard time with each other for the past 12 years after Stella had an accident. As grandparents, their only daughter Uju and her husband Dave were going on a trip and asked Grandpa Frank and Grandma Stella to babysit smart Amanda. Amanda noticed her grandparents were not as happy as her own parents. The kissing, hugging, and love in the air with her parents' marriage. Amanda wasn't convenient with this atmosphere and started making demands that eventually got her grandparents back to center.
Mama, I want you to kiss
me. Why?
First of all, I've got to say this movie is well groomed and is a movie for all age groups, not the 18+ stuff. Now, this movie is not sexually explicit in terms of the dressing style and the activities in the movie. We need more of.
Tony, you have always seen the big picture. What?
Beware of those you think you owe promises. They might only want to use your honest heart as a vulnerability to achieve their goals.
Wow. That's the first time you've ever said those words to me.
Mothers who are too harsh to their children have a lot of secrets kept from them by their children. Sometimes the mess might never be cleaned. Not everyone can be trusted. Sometimes people who call themselves leaders are manipulators. In order to fulfill their ungodly agenda, they manipulate and exploit their followers with fake and empty promises. Be watchful and know true leaders who are There are 3 strong morals in King of Boys, the movie, and so the first one is law of karma. The way you treat people today is a reflection of you tomorrow. Alhaji Salami killed her ex-husband and his family a long time ago, and so she believed she had escaped it all. And so when the law of karma visited her, it was unexpected of her, and she got back all the evil deeds she had done in full. The second one is not everyone can be defeated, no matter how hard you tried. Seems Korede didn't know or forgot this law of power, that not everyone is your mate. Even at their weakest points can be stronger than your greatest strength. You have to be able to recognize this kind of people and stay away from them. And then the last one is a new hope. There is always a new hope, no matter how hard the situation. Raja Salami lost her 2 children, a black girl came in, and her only son. Since she can never make anything out of her life anymore, but she found a new hope. The relationship. This is a fantastic movie with an heavy lesson for us. This movie was written and produced by Ruki Sanda, starring Eddie Watson, Bolanle Nolowo, Ruki Sanda, Jennifer Eliogu, and others. It's basically on relationship.
I told you that living with a man that you're not married to is not a good idea.
Come
but
to
you
think
wouldn't
of it,
listen.
ladies, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Living with a man out of wedlock is wrong. It doesn't deepen or guarantee its conviction of love for you at all. And let me whisper this: having his baby out of wedlock doesn't either. Know this: if a man wants to take you home, he should be willing to pay the price. Let your man pay the price before he can enjoy all of you. Thanks for watching.
I've been with you for 5 years, literally lived with you for 4 whole years, and you speak to me about patience. David, what, 4 or 5 years is not enough time for you to know if you want to spend the rest of your life with me or not?
I gave you a promise ring.
And a promise chain, David, and a promise shoe, and a promise bag. How about an engagement ring? David, how about an engagement ring?
Number 1.
I need you to understand that you are your own problem.
There are many limitations to a man's destiny and can all be summarized as irresponsibility. Irresponsibility would tear a home apart, turn a flourishing business to a flooring one, drops a man from the top to the tail, and makes him a laughing stock. Number 2.
You had everything, Aki. But that one thing that was mine, you had to have it. My wife in your bed.
It is better to clap for others and be happy with them than to be envious of them. Appreciate what you have, because the moment you're dissatisfied with your possession, you will surely crave for others' possession. And number 3.
Yes, we may have lost St. Ives, but we didn't lose us. And Mom, it's only us that will get us out of this.
Relationship sustains survivor. Our family is more important than money, assets, or properties. When those things are gone, only family remains. Love and care for your family. Put them first and you will enjoy successful living.
Dara, you know my story. You know the house got too hot for me and I had to run off.
Oftentimes, one story can make a mark in one's life to an extent that it influences the way we think and what we involve ourselves in. You have to get past your bad stories and create a better future for yourself.
Looking for us does not make you a criminal, Dara. You know that, right?
We steal.
We steal from people who steal from us.
Many have a sincere desire to make a change in the nation and in the world. You want to help the poor or even stop the wrongs in the nation. However, make sure you do it the right way, because 2 wrongs never made a right. Choose the right path.
Enough of the anger. Enough of your shady attitude. Enough of my tears.
Women should brace up with men who cheat. Too much trust affects women emotionally, psychologically, and physically. Draw your joy from God, not from a man, because men do fail, but only God doesn't fail. Women should support each other and stop allowing men cheat with them on other women. If every lady stops dating married men or men who are committed to their relationships, they won't have any other choice but to stay faithful.
I am truly sorry. I didn't know what came over me.
Men should stop wondering. They should stay faithful with their partners. Love is sweet at the same time hurtful. Depends on how one is treated by one's partner.
I don't want to marry now.
Giving out a girl child to a man out of our will because of gifts, wealth, whatever can be disastrous. It will eventually affect their health, affect them emotionally and psychologically.
The practice of underage marriage, female circumcision, lack of access to medical care and education is a gross abuse of womanhood.
We must put a stop to abusing womanhood. Many women have died at a very tender age as a result of all sort of abuse they had. Let's all join our hands together to curb this wickedness. Totally.
Please, let these young girls have their childhood.
Children must be allowed to have their childhood, teenagehood, and youthhood time. We say no to child marriage, we say no to child trafficking. Irrespective of cultural beliefs, every child deserves happiness. The movie review for this episode is Your Excellency. Story by Mo Abudu, directed by Funke Akindele Bello, and produced by Ebony Live TV. Starring Akin Lewis, Funke Akindele Bello, Shafi Bello, Jemima Oshunde, and many more. It's a humorous movie and at the same time review the political struggles and social media impacts. Now let's go to the lesson. This movie is loaded with a lot of lessons. Let's go. The first lesson I learned in Your Excellency, the movie, is virtue. And that virtue was from Funke Akindele Bello and Candice Kachi. I love that girl so much. She's a very beautiful girl. She slays, and at the same time, she is submissive and supportive. Don't be like Laide Ajadi, who is too posh to support her husband. Unlike Candice Kachi and Kemi Ajadi, who are in support and so. Hey wives, here is a lesson for you. Don't just lay, be submissive and supportive. Now to the second lesson I learned in Your Excellency, the movie, is optimism. I mean, Mr. Ajadi's optimism is so impressive. I mean, I love it so much. He never allowed the pressure he got from political wahala to even trouble him, to suppress his ego, to suppress his value. This is a test of leadership, being able to raise up your head high even in times of criticism, pains, and trouble. Here is a lesson for everybody. Learn to celebrate either you are up or down. So the last but not the least lesson I learned from Your Excellency, the movie, is sincerity. Mr. Ajadi's sincerity elevated him and assured his victory. I mean, his video was leaked, unknown to his enemies that he was sincere enough. If he was deceptive, the same video about him would have been leaked and it would have destroyed his career. Here is a lesson for everybody. Deception will always bring a man down, while sincerity will always elevate a man. So thank you. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you tag your favorite actor down below in the comment section. Thank you.